Football players in Section 5 are back on the field for an unusual spring season after COVID forced a 5-month delay. Michael Schwartz live at Victor High School this morning explaining how the conditioning might go a little different for the athletes this year.
Yeah, this is quite the segment to tease into talking about smells. You mentioned the rain, you mentioned the locker room, but now my feet.
Now your feet.
I got a little bit of an injury.
So what we're going to walk through here is we're going to walk through some preventative measures that I as an athletic trainer can take. One of the most common things that I do, especially for football games, is tape the ankle. You can do it as just preventative. Maybe, you just kind of like the feeling of the tape around your ankles, or maybe you're coming back from an injury, ankle sprain, one of the most kind of common injuries that I deal with. So what we're going to do, go ahead, we'll remove your shoe.
All right,
smell-o-vision
here. Ian Hurlburt actually oversees a lot of different local teams in the area. You also work with not just high school, right?
Right, so we work at the college level as well, and then we work with our sports medicine doctors to cover the sports at RIT as well.
All right.
Go ahead, slide a little bit forward for me.
I clip my toenails if you want. I mean,
no,
okay.
I'm used to that with my athletes. They don't want their toes on TV. So,
okay.
And this is just going to be very quick, very basic kind of ankle tape. Every athletic trainer has their own little spin on how to tape an ankle, and you can do all sorts of extra steps if you have a specific injury that you're trying to deal with. If you have maybe a little bit more of a severe ankle sprain, you might use a little bit tougher tape. But essentially, what you're doing here is we're trying to limit kind of the foot pointing down when I do these first strips here. I'm going to try and make this as nice and smooth as possible.
This is nice. I wish you would have done this in the winter when I needed those extra layers on the feet.
And then we just do some heel X there, and then I'll just finish it off here.
What's your biggest concern with these players right now?
Yeah, so the biggest concern, you can go ahead and put your shoe and sock back on. The big concern is muscle pulls, muscle strains from coming off of such a big layover. You worry that they're kind of just going to ramp up too fast too soon. They are practicing 6, if not 7 days a week right now. Some of the kids, especially my younger kids, went from potentially just sitting on the couch to now practicing every day. And so you get the muscle injuries, the strains, the pulls, and that's probably the biggest concern for me right now is managing that.
But you talk about some players that sit on the couch, not these guys. We're going to introduce you.
Definitely not these two that we have here.
Trevor Knapp and Rashawn Baker. Rashawn, can you hold the microphone for a little bit? I want you to see some of the highlights from Rashawn as I get my shoe on. Rashawn, what goes through your mind every time you're on the field with Victor? Before you're heading to college, you're taking those last moments. What goes through your mind?
I'd say the biggest thing is just you never know when your last game is with COVID going on, and you got to treat every run, every game like it's your last. You're going up to college as last year. You got to go all the way out.
Love it. Well, you've been a beast on the field. We've been working the weight room together. I actually think the ankle is doing pretty well. You guys have been used to this. Trevor, you ready for the rest of the season? We got a win already under the belt.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. A lot of good things to come. A lot of people are going to step up and make some great plays, and I'm just very excited.
Good stuff. Well, let's see. I'm going to test the ankle. Oh, this is feeling nice.
Feels good, right?
Yeah.
Feels secure.
I feel ready to go. Yep, we're good. We're good. Trevor going to Brockport, Rashawn going to Bucknell, and we have Coach here. We'll talk more to him coming up next. But guys, I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling loose this morning.
Yeah, I got to run
We're feeling good.
run some ladders.
Do you guys want your ankle tape too?
Is he asking us, Alexis, or is he
Do you
asking
want your ankle
guys?
tape?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'm asking you guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Victor.
Wear high heels, and every once in a while I topple around, so it could be good.
Look at him with all kinds of tricks.
Isn't it nice, too, that the players at least get to squeeze in a little bit of a season before they go off to play you know, in college or maybe not play, but, one last season, one last hurrah.
Feels like things are getting back to normal just a bit. All right.